Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. At the forward spots, it's Miller and Bridges. Sexton is out there with LaMelo Ball. And it's Diabate in at the 5 spot. And for the Pistons, Harris steps in at the 4 with Duren at the center spot. Cade Cunningham out there with LeVert. And it's Robinson in at the 3, the small forward. Duren, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Glancing at the players on these rosters, Doris, we see some elite guards on both teams.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the nice thing is these guards are both playmakers and scorers, and the teams rely heavily on their productivity.
Now, here's Cunningham after Colin Sexton's miss. Cunningham passes to Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Just a fantastic decision maker. Cunningham giving it up in that 2-man set.
To the paint, and that one is stuffed right through.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Duren with a screen on Ball. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Smart choice by Cunningham, using the floater to get that one to go.
Bridges, no one around him. Buries the long-range jumper.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And the state of North Carolina is a powerhouse, Doris. You know that in college hoops. Can that translate, do you think, to the Hornets?
Kevin, what we know, what the research tells us, is that college basketball fans are just that, and NBA fans are just that. Those two fan bases don't generally cross over. The Hornets need to focus on winning, because in America, everybody loves a winner.
Duren sets the screen for Cunningham. Stolen away. Floats one up, and Miller at the lay-in.
And that's the elite shot-making skill from Brandon Miller.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach told me, quote, "Our success defensively in this one hinges on how we guard LaMelo Ball." He continued, "Not only is Ball a 3-level scorer, he's a top-tier passer with excellent court vision, and we've got to do our best to make him uncomfortable out there." Guys, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Here's Ball. Following the basket by Cade Cunningham. To the inside. Diabate. Rebound, Detroit. Cunningham outside. To the middle. Stolen by Ball. For 3, Bridges. Duren pulls it in. And it's Harris off the drive. Stolen by Ball. Stolen by LeVert. And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got it. Harris dishes to Robinson. LeVert the pass to Duren. They now take the lead.
Well, Karis LeVert has great size to see over the defense and terrific vision there.
Inside, here's Diabate. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Outside, Robinson. Harris setting the pick for Robinson. Pass to Duren. Cunningham outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And Duren slams it in.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Now, here is Miller. Following the miss by Miles Bridges. Out to Miller. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cunningham.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
To the middle. Trying to end the drought. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Cunningham's got 6 points.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Pistons lead by 3. And we'll be back with you. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pistons.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. The wingmen are Sexton and Miller. Then there's Miles Bridges. Then it's Ball, and it's Diabate in at the 5, roaming the paint. Sexton finds Miller. Bridges sets the screen for Miller. Here's Diabate. And he makes that one. 8 points for him.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the 2nd overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
And Duren slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Sexton. Sweet little floater. Sexton's got his first points of the game.
How about the soft touch on the floater from Colin Sexton? You must have that in your arsenal.
Here's LeVert. Bridges with the board. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They trail by 1. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Guys?
A great passer. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
Cunningham kicks to LeVert. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. LeVert's got his first 3 points of the game.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
LeVert against Sexton. LeVert the pass to Duren. Cunningham right side. That one good for 2. Cunningham's got 8 points.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Miller against Robinson.
2 minutes remaining in the ball.
High arcing shot, and Ball puts it in. He has 6.
Boy, soft touch from LaMelo. That floater game is on point.
The Pistons have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Cunningham, and Cunningham with the slam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
The Pistons leading. Harris passes to Duren. Back to Harris. Nifty move. And it's denied. It's stolen by Harris. Here's Duren. He's got 8. Duren with a screen on Ball. Here's Cunningham. Outside for Robinson. Duren the pass to Robinson. Driving inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line, just a shade under 90%.
Charlotte making a switch here, so he picks up just 1 from the line that time. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Ball with the bucket.
When LaMelo entered the league, his three-point shot was a little bit of a mystery, but boy, we can...
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ball, no good. The Pistons have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Harris setting the pick for Cunningham. Back to Harris, to the inside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pistons ahead, leading by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Please, direct your attention now to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. YUREMBO, please. They're thinking about it, thinking about the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game. He's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Isaiah Stewart out there with Reed. And it's Green. Then it's Asar Thompson. And it's Sasser in at the point. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. Green drives in. Here's Green. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge.
After review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
It comes to some of the more difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the basket is good. Sasser's got the lead up to 8 now for Detroit.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Here's Connaughton. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Oh, what a mid-air adjustment. You know, he had to alter his release point, but didn't let it throw off the shot.
Now Sasser. Stewart a screen. Driving in. Sasser can't hit. Hornets trail by 6. And talking to Con Knippel, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. Just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
On the wing, Thompson. Stewart with the screen on Connaughton. Here's Thompson. Pass to Stewart. On the wing, Thompson. Still scoreless. Lays it up off the glass.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Plumlee with the screen. Here's Salon. And here is Connaughton. Plumlee sets the pick for Connaughton. Charlotte needs to get a shot. Here's Mann. Rebound by the Pistons.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Off target at the rim. Hornets trail by 6. Pass to Plumlee. To the left wing. Down low. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Boy, this is how you move the ball effectively. They're not just passing it around the horn. They are passing with a purpose.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Back to you.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, we thank you very much. Pass to Stewart. Taken away. Here's Mann. To the paint. Salon. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The assist goes to
So it's the Pistons now. They lead by 4. 52 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Reed. Out to Thompson. Back to Reed. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Pistons passing it around. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there.
substitution on the floor.
Hornets trail by 4. 30 seconds left to play in the third. Mann can't hit.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Now here's Ball. 9 points in the game so far. From the line. Misses off the left eye.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
The third quarter comes to a close. Pistons lead by 4. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this way?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Setting the floor for the Hornets. At the forward spots, it's Miller and Bridges. Colin Sexton is out there with ball, and it's Diabate in at the center. Here's Turin. Robinson dishes to Harris. Comes up empty down low. Charlotte trailing. Outside for Sexton. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, Colin Sexton's assertiveness right there with the rise and fire, exactly what his team wants from him.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Cunningham. Harris a screen on Ball. Cunningham passes to Duran.
Oh, in a close game like this, that is the kind of mental lapse you have to avoid.
The Hornets shooting at 50% in a decent group. Ball feeling it out a bit. A shot by Diabate, no good. Outside Robinson. Pass to Duran. Now Cunningham. Duran with the screen on Bridges. Cunningham. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Sexton kicks to Miller. Back to Sexton. Rebounded by the Pistons. Robinson with it. Duran. Oh, the dunk! We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Now Miller. Outside Ball. Here's the screen. Outside Sexton. 4 on the shot clock. A floater. Duran pulls it down. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter.
How about that? Such an instinctive offensive talent. Harris LeVert, natural under pressure.
Ball. And down it goes.
Well, LaMelo Ball relishes these moments. That young man has no fear.
LeVert against Sexton. Here's Duran. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
Outside Ball. There's a good screen. Another shot, and it's blocked. Here's Harris. Oh, one-handed!
Time and time again, Harris stepping up with plays to help his team. That guy is a gamer.
Well, the young sir, Brandon Miller, in a big moment. I got you, folks.
Sexton against LeVert. Now Duran. Pick off in midair. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Oh, what a finish.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Ball against Cunningham. Now Miller.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Cunningham looking it over. Here's Duran. Shot clock at 6. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
And they go to the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead. Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And that one misses. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
That's the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from three.
Oh, such a feel shot there. Floater.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now in terms of strategy here. Any thoughts?
Well, you need the three here. A quick one. I mean, very quick. Has to be catch and shoot. One fluid motion. A very difficult shot, but it is definitely not impossible.
Robinson, no good from 3. And so it's the Hornets who come out on top. They break the hearts of every fan in the building.
know things can get... Heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
Let's take a look at our starters for Atlanta. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. Johnson and Porzingis there inside. And it's Risache in at the 3 spot. Duren rebounded by the Hawks. Outside Young. Launches a 3. Nails it from 3.
Well, he's lights out when he has space. Trae Young, one of the best shooters in the league.
Here's Cunningham. Cunningham on the wing. With the drive. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Here's Risache. The kick out to Young. Johnson a screen on Levert. Young with it. Now guarded by Harris. Clock is at 3. The shot by Johnson, no good.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Here's Ivy. And rejected. The Hawks have gone 1 for 3 so far. And Jaden Ivey, we've seen him come a long way as a player, coach.
Yeah, it took some time, B.A., but we're now seeing the full range of his talent. He can be a force on offense and an absolute pest on D.
Young, the pass to Porzingis. Stolen by Ivy. On the break. Duren finds Ivy. Sinks it from distance.
Hot off the pass, Ivy has a shot up. No time to waste when you've got a pro-level defense coming at you.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Levert. Here's Duren. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Well, look, if you want to shoot over Porzingis, you got to create more space than that.
And here's Detroit. They trail by 3. It's Levert on the wing. Risache covering. Johnson on the wing. From down in the low post, it goes.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Back to you.
Establishing the mindset. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Levert finds Duren. Now here's Harris. Defended by Porzingis. Harris goes in, and Harris throws it down.
A versatile offensive player. The D can't afford to let Harris get to the rim.
The shot by Johnson, no good. Pistons trail by 3. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Here's Duren. Going inside, and the dunk by Duren.
There's a lot of size in motion. Duren like a freight train to the rim.
Pass to Porzingis. Puts up a deep three. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Porzingis has got 6.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Out to Harris. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Daniels, that one's true.
And leaking out well in transition. I mean, I like seeing Daniels get rewarded for hustling.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go.
Oh, they're lucky that pass was just tipped and not taken. Could have been worse.
Here's Cunningham. Here's Duren.
Great job by Porzingis just making himself big and affecting that shot.
Pass to Rizachet. Back to Young. To the paint. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist from Young. Give him 8.
Well, that's where you want to be, getting those easy money looks.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Hawks.
But their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
Cade and Ivy, they're the backcourt. Harris and Duren together in the middle. And it's LeVert in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Young. And Ivy pulls it down. Pistons trail by 4. Harris passes to Duren. LeVert outside. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh my, a powerful throwdown at its best. The defense wasn't quite effective enough right there, B.A.
He got all the room he needed. That's a jam you know this crowd's going to remember for a long time.
Well, hey, you set Porzingis up and he'll knock him down. Terrific off the catch.
Harris up top. And out of bounds. The Hawks will have it. When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
Well, he's called the unicorn for a reason. Porzingis doing unicorn-type things tonight.
Young against Ivy. Porzingis. And it's Harris with the rebound.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Ivy passes to Cunningham, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Harris, a screen on Daniels. Down low, Cunningham.
Great touch there from Cunningham. He's so skilled.
Ivy against Young. They kick it out to Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Pistons trail by 7. Cunningham outside. Lets a floater go. Count that bucket.
Yep, and that's a confidence builder for Cunningham. Good to see him getting it done inside.
Porzingis with a screen on Ivy. Outside Porzingis. The rebound by Detroit.
Missed opportunity. He's just got to shake that one off.
LeVert passes to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
That is what they want from Duren. Spike it, young fella.
Porzingis with a screen on Ivy. Outside Porzingis. From deep range, KP hits it. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players, so if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
To the middle. Pass to Duren, and it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. To the inside, and stolen by Porzingis. Daniels with it, now guarded by Harris. Johnson passes to Daniels. Outside Rizachet. Outside Young. Up top Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
Duren with a screen on Daniels. Cunningham. Kate Cunningham with the flush.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
They kick it out to Porzingis. Daniels up top. He's watched by Cunningham. That one's good for 2. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
And that one's good. Cunningham. And here's Young. He'll bring it up to the Hawks. Pass to Porzingis. And here's Johnson. Pounded by Harris. Johnson passes to Porzingis. Shot clock at 3. Lets the 3 fly. And he can't get that one. Unable to get that one. Kristaps Porzingis getting it done for the Hawks. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. It has been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection. And it's paid off for himself and the team.
And the Hawks, looking at who they've got. We've got a Kongwu, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Newell, and it's Gay in at the 4. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Pistons are growing. Coach JB Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Brian, back to you.
On the rise. Allie, thanks very much for the report. And he makes a first. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Hawks lead by 5. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Gay. Here's Newell. Gay's shot is good.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Down low. Some solid defense from Stewart. And for the Pistons, they're shooting it at 52%. When you're a 6'8 pivot like Isaiah Stewart, you'd better have the strength to battle longer players.
Yeah, B.A., his game is all about power. Once he establishes position, it's hard to root him out of there. And man, he sets some teeth-rattling picks.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Sasser drives in, and he gets that one. Sasser's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Picked up by Okongwu. Kennard passes to Okongwu. The wide open shot is on the money. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Well, he's shooting a high percentage, but not taking enough shots, in my opinion. He needs to be more aggressive on offense.
Sasser can't hit. Atlanta's gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Reed, no good. Atlanta leading by 9. Outside, Alexander Walker. Inside, here's Gay. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Pistons have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Here's Okongwu. Newell from outside. Knocks down the long J. Newell's got his first 3 points of the game.
Hey, you leave him open.
Oh, my goodness!
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
To the inside. Thompson with a steal. And he drives in. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
It's stolen by Okongwu. And here's the fast break. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Thompson. Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. He misses the free throw. And the second free throw is good. Pistons trail by 11. And there's the foul. It'll go on Marcus Sasser. That's his first foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
And Atlanta with possession here. Down low. Here's Gay. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Sasser. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. Here's Newell. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the... And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this was...
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
Smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And the Pistons going with a whole new group out there.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. Pistons trail by 15. Cunningham outside. And again, no good by Detroit. The Hawks have gone 8 of 10 in the third and looking in control. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
And he just punches home the one-hand finish.
Hey, 2 points the easy way. Now here's Cunningham, covered by Alexander Walker. And it's Cunningham missing.
suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
The Pistons clear it. Duran's got his 5th rebound in this one. Ivy passes to Cunningham. No good again that time. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks looking in total control with this 7th. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Harris and Duran together in the middle. Cade and Ivy, they're the backcourt. And it's LeVert in at small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now. LeVert passes to Duran. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Young looking around. Jacks up a 3. Ivy with the defensive effort.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Oh, there's the alley. Duran with a steal. There's the triple. Rebounded by Daniels. Atlanta leading by 15. Here's Young. And the shot goes in.
Well, this offense has some serious firepower when Young's making moves off the dribble.
And the foul called on Dyson Daniels. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game. We've gone about a minute and a half into this 4th quarter, and the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. Here's Young. Over Ivy. That one's wide left.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Cunningham with the ball, and Johnson picks him up defensively. And here's Harris outside. And again, no good by Detroit. And Young has got the ball here for the Hawks. A 17-point lead, their biggest. Johnson with a double team. And here's Ivy. Cunningham looking it over. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. Atlanta leading by 17. It's Daniels with a drive. Johnson. And the basket is good.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
Cunningham against Daniels. Harris, a screen on Daniels. And Porzingis with the block. Now here's Young. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th now. Misses the 3.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Harris outside. Cunningham against Daniels. Duran. Oh, the stuff!
Well, that's where Cunningham is at his best, operating the pick and roll.
Young sends it home from 3-point land. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Duran pulls it down. Pistons trail by 17.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Hawks.
And it was dueling 3-pointers all night. A battle they won.
Both teams had the same plan. Win the game on the perimeter. So fun to watch.
And one player just stole the show. Wow! A big finish right there!
Oh my gosh, that was on another level.
Cunningham passes to Duran. Harris left side. Duran the screen. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Johnson. Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times, and he just gets the job done.
Young from long range. The rebound by Detroit. Cunningham on the wing, covered by Daniels. LeVert outside. They swipe it. Ivy against Young. Outside Porzingis. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Now Young. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was.
So tonight, Tim, we got a fantastic matchup at the guard position. Indeed, some of the best in the league going head-to-head.
Yeah, this is the very top of the food chain when it comes to guard play in this league. Really no weaknesses out there for either backcourt.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizachet. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. And it's Young in at the 1.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
And another shot. Jump shot is good that time. Ball's got his team on the board to start the game for the Hornets.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
Well, the key is to take what the defense allows. That is smart basketball.
Porzingis can't hit.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
Ball, the pass to Sexton. They set the pick. Out to Bridges. Back to Ball. Just 5 on the clock. And Ball slams it in.
Get up, LaMelo. These ball brothers can fight.
Here's Young. Takes it off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Sexton for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. He knows they're in for a tough matchup against Trae Young. Coach told me Trae is an offensive savant. We have to find a way to disrupt his game. We're going to throw some length at him, pick him up once he crosses half court, and pound him on every possession. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. So, GA, Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
Ball against Daniel. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That's his first foul. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
Great anticipation defensively. He saw the ball coming before it even left the passer's hands.
For Charlotte, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Bridges finds Sexton. Over Young. The rebound by Johnson.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Young with the ball. Bridges covering. Sexton against Young. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Porzingis. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Porzingis has got 8.
And Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him. That's just inviting trouble.
To the inside, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Johnson can't hit. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. They trail by 1. And he gets the bucket. That's 7 points for Miles Bridges.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Young's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
A 3 from Porzingis. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Add that to the highlight reel for Miller. I'm sure it'll grow quickly.
Kicks it out to Johnson. And slam dunk by Johnson.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. For three, Bridges, and no good on the last second attempt this time. Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark, as we wrap up the first. The second. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
The wingmen are Sexton and Miller. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Ball. And it's Diabate in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Young kicks to Johnson. Fires from deep. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Johnson. Porzingis has got 14 points.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Young passes to Porzingis. Young against Sexton. Back to Porzingis. And stolen by Sexton. Inside, Diabate. And it's Rizachet with the rebound. Defenders going at Colin Sexton should be mindful of his prowess in the paint, Greg. He's pretty tricky.
That's right, Kevin. We tend to think of guards like Sexton as perimeter pests. But Collins a real plus when he's in close. Let him slip by you, and it's a deuce.
Down low. Back to Ball. Over Young. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. Diabate's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, he just outworked everybody there. Give him credit. He deserved to be rewarded for that effort.
Out to Porzingis. Johnson outside. Young outside. Daniels a screen on Ball. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots come. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul.
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
Difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Hawks leading. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Young's got 6 points.
You know, you see Young's eyes light up when the break is on. Solid at scoring in transition.
Ball with a wide open look. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Young against Ball. Knocks it loose. And they're running. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Just rising up with purpose. Allow Bridges to get this kind of positioning. He is going to hammer it home.
And Young kicks to Porzingis. No good with the triple. The Hornets have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. The Hawks trail by 3. Young inside. He's covered by Ball. Shots good from Young. Young's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, crafty move there by Young, finessing his way around the contact.
Sexton against Young. Sexton the pass to Bridges. 5 on the clock. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend. And you know his coach loves to see that. That is a textbook box out.
Young outside. Breezes Jay in the corner. Here's Porzingis. Oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's just a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Hornets lead by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Well, it's demoralizing for the opponent. Those second chance opportunities really energize your team.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Nikhil Alexander-Walker out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Newell. Then it's Okongwu. And Gay is in at the 4 slot. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top 4 generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow. If we're talking traditional point guards, I gotta go Magic. Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Here's Plumlee, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And now a 3-point Hornets lead. And he slams it one-handed.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Here's Mann. And Plumlee kicks to Williams. Picked by Williams. A floater. Mann can't hit. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. It's stolen by Green. Here's Connaughton, finished off the break. Connaughton's got his first 2 points.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
And Okongwu has it in the corner to the right side. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. Now, Alexander Walker. He's got 5. Shot clock at 2. Kennard's shot is off. Charlotte leading by 3. Connaughton finds Plumlee. Fires for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Mann's got 6. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Kennard. And stolen by Williams. Now Plumlee. Now Mann. Defended by Alexander Walker. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
He takes it in. A wide open look here for Okongwu. Off target from three-point range. Pass to Connaughton. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Hawks. Fast break, the Hawks. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
Here's Mann. Count it. Good. Mann's got the lead up to 6 now for Charlotte. Kennard on the wing. Pass to Newell. Out to the right wing. Here's Okongwu. And the 3 ball is good. 5 points in the game.
Well, the combination of his length with that shooting range makes him a huge part of this offense.
They kick it out to Green. Plumlee sets the pick for Green. Back to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Yeah, take it up strong, big fella.
The shot. Here's Gay. And he lays it straight in.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
29 seconds left in the third. Mann passes to Connaughton. Teardrop shot. Count it. Connaughton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Pass to Kennard. Back to Alexander Walker. Now Kennard. Now here's Okongwu. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pleasure-packed basketball. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Leading by 5. At the forward spots, it's Miller and Bridges. Sexton is out there with Ball. And it's Diabate in at the center position. So that's the Hornets 5.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Hands it from downtown. Porzingis has got 19 points.
You know, a stellar floor general. Young has that uncanny ability to find his guys at the right time.
On the wing, Daniels to take the lead. The basket good off the assist from Young. Young's got 6 assists now in the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Atlanta.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
And the relentless pace has really taken a toll on the opposition.
Over in the quarter, Porzingis. Another 3 for Atlanta.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Young looking it over. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Tim, it feels like. Yep, we thought we might see it. And the coaches.
After review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Porzingis with the ball, now guarded by Ball. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Porzingis with a screen on Ball. Shot clock at 5. Now Johnson, and there's the dunk.
And great to see Porzingis share the ball. A great decision from the Lockheed.
And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That'll be his second foul of the game. First team foul. 4-point game. Ball feeling it out a bit. It's off.
It's not about height, it's about heart. That board was all effort.
Young, good, lays it right in there.
And on the drive, Young can be so sudden. The defense barely gets a chance to react.
Ball, and he can't stop the run as that misses. The Hawks leading by 6. Porzingis with a screen on Ball. Lets it go. Nails the jumper.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And they've got a lot of momentum right now, trying to close this thing out.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jump.
Young drives in. Johnson, oh, the sliding jump.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Here's Bridges. They set the pick. He answers with a dunk of his own.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Outside ball. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And the aggressiveness Sexton plays with is infectious. He motivates his teammates to play just as hard.
Knocks down the 3.
And Ball ready for these moments, showing he wants the rock in his hands. Love it.
Young outside. Porzingis with a screen on Ball. Outside Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Young outside. And he does not hit.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Sexton.
Oh, wow, I just can't believe that. What a costly turnover.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. The lead is 2. Now Porzingis. Dyson Daniel. Clock at 4. Young drives in. It's good.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Here's Miller. Jacks up a 3. Daniels pulls it down. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Young fires. It falls! And so the Hawks take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean,
for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty, Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Cade and Ivy, they're the backcourt. Karis LeVert is out there with Tobias Harris. And it's Stewart in at the 5. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
And it's Detroit with the ball. The Hornets making their last shot. And it's Cunningham missing.
Working from medium range. He was trying to take what the defense gave him there.
Oh, got that one up quick. Ball's gotten his second bucket.
Boy, you got to love how quick Ball shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
Harris, a screen on Ball. Cunningham finds Stewart. There's the drive, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Ball. Miller on the wing. He's checked by LeVert. Miller, the pass to Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
And, you know, for Miller, his passing is probably the most valuable and overlooked part of his game.
Harris, a screen on Ball. It's Cunningham with a drive. That one goes in.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
Bridges, a screen on Ivy. Sexton passes to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Plumlee with it. Now guarded by Harris. Elbow shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Pistons have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor to the paint. Stewart outside. Pass to Cunningham. Picked by Stewart. Inside. And that misses. That would have put him up.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
Ball no good. The Pistons trailing, and let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Charles Lee. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Guys, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Ball, following the score by Detroit. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
Stewart, a screen on Ball. Here's Cunningham. The rebound by Bridges. For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Minute 32 left now in the first quarter. That three's off the mark. And so it's Harris with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. They trail by 1. Ivy finds Harris. Shoots over Miller. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. Charlotte has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Plumlee, a screen on Cunningham. A deep 3 from Ball. The rebound by Detroit.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
Stewart outside. Picked by Stewart. Pass to Ivy. Into the lane. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And this is what makes Ivy special, his ability to finish with power at the rim.
Here's Ball. Plumlee, a screen on Cunningham. Ball passes to Plumlee. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Plumlee's got 6.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Here's Cunningham. Sweet little floater.
Yeah, a graceful touch from Cunningham, making that floater look effortless.
Outside for Sexton. Pass to Plumlee. And stolen by Stewart. Now Ivy. And the layup is good off the glass. Ivy's got his second basket.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the free ball.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Detroit on top, up by 3. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Detroit?
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second. Cade and Ivy, they're the backcourt. Isaiah Stewart out there with Tobias Harris. And it's LeVert in at the small forward position. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Stolen by Miller. Now the Hornets moving it up. The 3 from Ball. LaMelo knocks down the long one.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Ivy, right side. And for offensive players, they say that understanding angles gives a big advantage. Can you elaborate on that a little bit, Clark?
I think I can, BA, a little bit. When you think about the geometry of the game, angles, spacing, timing, those things are not what you would think about when you think geometry, but how you cut, how you move, when you move, get to the basket, all of that stuff is part of the geometry of the game.
To the middle. Here's Stewart. Diabate grabs the board. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Ball in tight. LaMelo.
This kid is so skilled. What a touch from Melo.
Cunningham drives in. Stewart outside. Back to Cunningham. Picked by Stewart. Cunningham finds Stewart. Cunningham outside. Stewart, a screen on Ball. 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. And Stewart with a basket on the assist by Cunningham. Stewart's got 5 now.
And what a read there from Cunningham, showing he has vision and timing with his passes.
Pass to Bridges. And he misses again, now 0 for 3. The Pistons leading, and one unfortunate distinction for the Hornets. Clark, the only NBA team to never win their division.
And to add to that, the second lowest number of playoff appearances after the Pelicans. And, you know, BA, with no immediate postseason prospects, Charlotte fans have to understand this is going to be a process that takes some time.
Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Hornets have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Over to the wing. Back to Ball.
2 minutes.
Down low. Here's Diabate. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Ball has wasted no time showing off his passing skills. A really gifted distributor.
Stewart, a screen on Bridges. Harris drives in. And Harris throws it down. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Sexton, that's good.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
Cunningham against Ball. Now here's Cunningham. He's got 5. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They are just feasting on fast break chances.
One other factor today, points off turnovers. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. To the inside, and he jams it home with authority.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
From deep three-point land, the rebound by Detroit. 36 seconds left in the second. Cunningham passes to Duren. Kicks it out to Cunningham. This one for three. The shot that time not on target.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. Charlotte shooting their first free throw in this game. And the technical free throw is good. There's Ball with a three. Up again. Goes back up. You got a piece of it.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
The shot by LeVert, no good. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Hornets out in front, up by 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. LaMelo Ball with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Grant Williams out there with Pat Connaughton. Then it's Green, then there's Trey Mann, and it's Diabate in at the 5, down low. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Kate. Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Back to you.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Diabate's got 4 points now in the quarter. And here in the second half. Play. We're just over a minute in. Sasser outside. Pass to Reed. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Diabate's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside, Williams. From downtown, Williams knocks down the 3.
I think it's all a matter of focus for Williams, and that time he was completely dialed in.
And the dunk by Duren.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Outside man. Here's Diabate, guarded by Reed. The shot by Diabate, no good. Pistons trail by 5. To the wing on the left. Thompson scanning the floor. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Pass to Diabate. Here's Green. To the middle. Outside, Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Duren with a steal. Now here's Reed. Williams defending. Sasser outside. On the take. Back to Reed. Uses the glass on the layup. And it's now only a 1-point Charlotte lead.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
And there's the screen. Here's Williams. Tipped. Sasser outside. Picked by Reed. Down low. And it's flushed down. A nice jam. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Here's Connaughton. And he gets the bucket. And the Hornets lead by 1. The Pistons have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Reed. And here is Thompson. He takes it in.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim. Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
These guys have incredible stamina based on how they've been running the floor, using speedy transition play to get fast break points.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
36 seconds left to play in the third. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Thompson's got 5 points.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right. There. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Outside man. High arcing shot. He gets it in there. The Pistons have gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Out left to the wing. To the paint. Here's Robinson, and he banks in the layup.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
To the wing, right side. Back to man. Over Thompson. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
It's a tie game in Charlotte. And fourth quarter back. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skill.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And JB Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey team, I was able to catch the message that JB Bickerstaff was giving to his team. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team: how bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Setting the floor for the Pistons. Cade and Ivy, they're the backcourt. Tobias Harris out there with Karis LeVert. And it's Stewart in at the 5, roaming the paint. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Detroit?
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And, you know, they've been stupendous challenging shots and protecting the rim. Their block numbers really reinforce what we've seen from them in terms of rim protection.
Stewart, a screen on Sexton. Here's the floater, and that one's good. Cunningham. And the Pistons lead by 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Count the basket.
This is what height in the backcourt gives you. Ball can get almost anything he wants in there because of that size.
Cunningham drives in. So smooth, Cunningham.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
The Pistons lead by 3. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. LeVert passes to Stewart. Clock at 4. Harris, a screen on Sexton. LeVert lays it up and banks it in.
LeVert is always aggressive. I like that mindset of his, especially in how he drives to the rim playing downhill. Goes there with a lot of speed.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Stewart outside. LeVert, a screen on Plumlee. LeVert goes against Miller. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Hornets trail by 3. Here's Ball. The floater. Now Sexton to tie it up. Oh, it's off.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
That's a big-time bucket from Harris. I mean, so cool, confident, and composed in these big moments. He's made for them.
Ooh, LaMelo with the teardrop.
Talk about coming up big. Ball not shying away from these moments.
There's a minute 59 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Cunningham. Stewart, screen on Plumlee. Cunningham drives in. Cunningham going to work inside.
Not afraid of taking big shots. Cunningham rises to the occasion and delivers. Oh, how about that? Sexton with a huge bucket. A must hit, and he did.
Cunningham outside. Stewart, screen on Ball. It's Cunningham with a drive.
Yeah, they really need to double team him.
And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
And even with the coaches...
Stands.
Even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Diabate's checked in for Charlotte. And the switch here also for Detroit. Duran's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Cunningham.
And there's the ice cream with the apple pie, folks. Excellent trip up the floor to stretch this lead out.
Cunningham against Ball. He launches. Duran pulls it down.
Not a good shot at all, but that's what happens when you get desperate.
1:02 left in the fourth. Outside Harris. Duran with a screen on Bridges. 5 on the clock. Now Duran. Oh, the shot is off. Crucial possession right here.
The crowd is on edge.
Outside Sexton. Here's Ball. Let's loose for 3. Ooh, the shot misses. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Now Harris. Harris, the screen on Miller. Now Harris. Outside Duran. Ivy. Oh, he can't connect from long distance. Ball fires. Oh, he misses the dunk. So it's Detroit picking up the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know,
should be in for a fast-paced game tonight, Coach. Here we go. Both of these teams excel at creating fast break opportunities.
Look, Kevin, you're right. Both of these teams prefer to get out and attack before the other can get their defense set. They want to use their speed and athleticism, and they need to get as many easy buckets as they possibly can.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. At the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivy. LeVert out there with Tobias Harris, and it's Stewart in at the 5 spot.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And that one's good. Reza Shea.
Well, Ricochet has decent size, and he uses it well that time to put points on the board.
Stewart, a screen for Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And Stan, you think about the skill level of Trae Young. What makes him, in your opinion, such a tough cover?
Well, I think the best thing about Trae Young, Kevin, is as much of a scorer he is, he's even better as a passer. And so it's hard to commit a second defender to Trae Young all the time because he will find the open people and create great shots for his team.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Hawks passing it around. Porzingis sets the pick for Young. Porzingis at the elbow. The kick out to Young. Just 4 to shoot. Tries from 10, and too long on the shot. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Harris setting the pick for LeVert. In the corner, Ivy with it. And again, it's the Pistons missing. The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Pass to Reza Shea. And the shot goes in. Reza Shea's got his second basket of the game. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. 7-point differential. Now Stewart. Harris a screen on Porzingis. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Stewart. Stewart with the screen on Daniel. Cunningham drives in. And that one drops.
There's the handle of Cunningham on full display with that nice take.
Young from outside. A three-pointer is right on target.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Going inside. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And this is what you want Ivy doing, attacking lanes to the rim with confidence.
You look at the Pistons stand, statistically pretty solid across the board.
Yeah, they're well balanced. They have guys with size, athleticism, skill. You got to give a lot of credit to the front office and these players for their hard work.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Driving to the basket, and they pick up 2. Young's got 7 points.
Well, look, because of his shooting ability, you have to get up on Young, but then that makes it even easier for him to blow by you. Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Porzingis kicks to Young. Pass to Daniel. Takes the 13-footer off the left rim and out. Pistons trail by 8. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. In the corner, Ivy with it. Harris setting the pick for Ivy. Banked in off the glass. 6 points for him.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
Johnson with a screen on Ivy. And Young kicks to Johnson. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Harris from the arc. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And so it's Atlanta in control with the 9th. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hawks.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizachet. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. And it's Young in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Young against Ivy. To the middle, here's Johnson. The kick out to Young. Tries again. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, Young is so good in that pick and roll. He knows what the defense is going to do and then just sets up his team.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back to you.
Able to dial it in. Okay, Allie, thanks. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Ivy.
Oh, interior defense doesn't hold back against Ivy, but he just explodes right by them and gets it to go.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Staying over the course of his career, Tobias Harris has shown a willingness to embrace various roles.
Well, look, Kevin, Tobias Harris is not only a highly skilled player, but he is a team-oriented, win-first, veteran guy, totally unselfish, and will just figure out a way that he needs to help any team he's on get to where they want to go.
Here's Ivy. Porzingis with the block.
What a swat by the big man Porzingis. You always have to be careful shooting when he's lurking.
And he commits the intentional foul. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Porzingis with a screen on Ivy. Young finds Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, if Porzingis gets within arm's length of the hoop, he's not going to make many mistakes.
Cunningham with it, and Daniels picks him up defensively.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Ivy against Young. Launches a three. That's no good, but just his first miss in 5 shots. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They trail by 6. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:57 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Cunningham. The teardrop falls in. Cunningham's got 10 points.
Great touch there from Cunningham. He's so skilled.
Young passes to Johnson, and it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Harris setting the pick for Ivy. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Well, a bigger guard at 6'4", and Ivy has serious hops. Those two things help him inside.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Stewart finds Ivy. Back to Stewart. Just 5 to shoot. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Young outside, and Atlanta again with the bucket.
Yeah, Young does a great job of this. Using the dribble to put you on your heels, and then he pulls up and shoots the ball.
Cunningham pushes it to Ivy. Harris a screen on Young. Into the lane. Ivy kicks to LeVert. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Young, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here, and we'll be right back with you after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
On the court for the Pistons, Jalen Duren is out there with Reed. Then it's Duncan Robinson. Then it's Asar Thompson. And it's Sasser in at the 1 spot. Duren a screen. Reed the pass to Robinson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Newell.
Lots of ways Robinson can get to the basket. Defenses play him tight.
So Stan, just for old time's sake, do you think the league should bring back the hand check? Do you miss it?
Well, look, Kevin, I think what the league's done with allowing freedom of movement has made this game a lot better than it was. I think the key, as it is in most things, is finding the balance where we're giving the defense a chance, not calling cheap fouls, but also not letting them just physically overpower each other.
And Duncan Robinson, one of the more efficient three-point marksman coach in this league.
Yeah, look, Kevin, Duncan Robinson built his game around his three-point shooting, and the threat of the three has drawn more defensive attention, and Duncan Robinson has learned to make plays for other people based on the defense that he sees a much improved all-around basketball.
Duren, no good. The Hawks leading by 4. Here's Newell. A wide open look here for Okongwu. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Okongwu's now got his first basket. Up top, Sasser. No scoring in this one. Atlanta's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Back to Okongwu. Got a hand on it.
Well, I want to see more of this from Duren. Nice effort using his size to make an impact defensively. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. To the inside. And it's Reed pulling it down. Pistons trail by 4. And it's Thompson that time on the assist from Duren.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Inside, Gay. Good work there as it goes.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Pass to Duren.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And there's the call on Nikhil Alexander-Walker. That is his first foul of the game. Now off the inbound, Sasser gets the bucket. Sasser's got his second bucket.
Yeah, you love to see a quick bucket off the inbounds. Well done.
Here's Newell, guarded by Robinson. Pass to Gay. Now here's Kennard. He's covered by Sasser. Shot's good by Kennard.
So efficient. Even from long range, Kennard gets off a smooth shot.
Thompson outside. And he banks in the layup.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Here's Gay. Now, here's Okongwu. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Reed, a screen on Kennard. And Thompson kicks to Reed. Back to Thompson. Driving to the basket. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Fast break, here they come. Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Super work on the boards. They really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of them.
And they answer right back with as much force as possible.
Yeah, this is a heavyweight battle, isn't it? Both teams trading punches.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
Duren with a screen on Kennard. To the paint. Back to Sasser. Down low. Here's Duren. Misses the layup. And so it's Atlanta bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniel. Okongwu is out there with Porzingis. And it's Rizachet in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Stewart with the screen on Daniel. Inside, here's Duren. Pass to Ivy. Duren sets the screen for Ivy. That shot is off. The Hawks leading by 10. Young pass to Okongwu. They get it back. And, well, Detroit shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. The basket good off the assist from Young.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Ivy with it, and Daniels picks him up defensively. And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Young taking his time here. Porzingis at the elbow. And Okongwu has it in the corner. And he drives in, and he banks the layup in.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Stewart, a screen for LeVert. Not that time. It won't go.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Stolen by LeVert. Cunningham against Daniels. Now Duren throws it down. What an assist!
That is what they want from Duren. Spike it, young fella.
Atlanta leading by 9. Here's Okongwu. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And there's the call on Rizachet. That's his first foul. Stewart with the screen on Daniels. It's Cunningham with the drive. 4 on the shot clock. And Jalen Duren picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And there's the drive. Porzingis. No problem with the wide-open jam.
A multi-level scorer. Porzingis can find a shot in any area on the floor.
And you talk about size, coach, strength, and bounce. Jalen Duren drawing comparisons now to a young Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he certainly is, Kevin. And look, I like to be careful when we're making those kind of comparisons with a young player and a Hall of Famer like Dwight Howard. But there are similarities with the athleticism and the relentless approach to defense and rebound.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
And this young guy, Ivy, is doing anything he wants right now, dominating in effortless fashion.
Okongwu with a screen on Ivy. Now Young. Okongwu with the screen for Young. Count the basket.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Hawks.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Trae Young.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others, just beautiful basketball.
Cunningham fires. The three doesn't go.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect...
Look at that!
Oh, good. What was he doing? I can't believe he knocks that down. Just call it temporary insanity and move on.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Cunningham pulls it down. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute. Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
both of these teams, you have to be impressed with their assist totals.
Oh, my goodness, yes. No hero ball in this one. These are two groups that are focused on moving the ball and getting as many high percentage looks as they possibly can.
Here are the starters for Charlotte. The perimeter tandem, Sexton and Miller. Bridges at the 4 with Plumlee at center. And it's Ball in at the 1.
Well, this is what you love about having length in the backcourt. That 6'7" frame. Go ahead and finish, LaMelo.
Young finds Porzingis. Hits the three-pointer.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Ball taking his time here. Three-pointer. They grab their own miss. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Crashes the glass with authority, then puts it back strong.
Next level, man. This guy's just going out and making a play. Young on the attack. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And so shifty with great handles. Young gets the defender to commit, then takes full advantage.
Miller. The three-pointer off the mark. Takes it inside. Ricochet with the ball. He's picked up by Miller.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Charlotte has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's the pick. Three-pointer, Bridges. It's rebounded by Ricochet. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Pass to Daniels. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
Plumlee a screen. Can they get it? That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. He had been watching highlights with the coaching staff, and they noticed LaMelo likes to pass from obscure angles. Coach told his team, you just can't relax out there. I want you looking for cutters everywhere. We'll see how prepared they are tonight. Guys, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. For 3, Sexton fires in the triple.
This guy has got a variety of scoring moves. Colin Sexton keeps the opposition guessing.
And one of the standout skills for Colin Sexton, that little floater in the lane.
The floater is an invaluable tool for virtually every guard in the league because when you touch the paint, generally speaking, you have bigs rotating to you. But there are a lot of things to love about Colin Sexton. This guy is so intense defensively, a tremendous competitor, and he's really trying to grow that jump shooting aspect, which will be critical.
Here's Young. After the basket by Charlotte. Off target on the 15-footer.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse.
Miller outside. Plumlee a screen. Here's the 3. Ooh, nice shot by Miller. Miller's got 5 points.
Oh, Brandon Miller showing off his range right there.
Porzingis with a screen on Ball. Young, the pass to Porzingis. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Miles Bridges. Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
I think what really pops about Kristaps Porzingis is 7'3", yes, but it's the sweet shooting stroke and the deep range. But let's not forget, when this guy came in the league, he was an absolute force as a shot blocker.
Now here's Ball. Rebounded by Johnson. Young against Bridges. Right side Young. Daniels a screen on Bridges. Back to Daniels. 5 to shoot. Pass to Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Well, you love to see Porzingis battling through contact down low. That's a tremendous finish.
Plumlee a screen on Daniels. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And the shot goes down. He's got 6.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
There's Ball with a 3. With the putback, it's good on the putback.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. Now here's Young. 6 points for him. And that one's good. Porzingis.
Well, this is where Porzingis thrives. He is shot ready on the catch.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. For three, Sexton. Rebounded by Johnson. Ball against Daniels. And he dunks it down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easy.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And so it's Atlanta closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Atlanta?
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. Rizichet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And you look at Colin Sexton. Puts points on the board, Grant, and does it efficiently.
Well, B.A., unfortunately, he gives some of that back on the other end of the floor. But there's always a place in this league for guys who can fill it up.
You get the sense his teammates recognize Kristaps Porzingis is in rhythm. Let's keep feeding him.
Sexton looking around. Ball outside. Over Johnson. That doesn't go either for Ball.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Porzingis for 3. Sexton grabs the board.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Oh, with the athletic finish.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Ball against Young. Porzingis with a screen on Ball. And Young gets it to go.
Courageous play by Young. I mean, he goes inside and gets past the contact to his shot.
There's Ball with a 3. That doesn't go either for Ball.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Young missing again. Hornets trail by 3. Ball with it, and it's Young picking him up. Inside, Bridges. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. That one on Johnson. Charlotte shooting their first free throw of the contest. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
And when it comes to adding sizzle to the steak, just watch LaMelo Ball, Doris.
I love that, B.A. Certainly, entertainment is a big aspect of this young man's game. The fancy dribbling, the no-look passes, the range on his three-point shooting. He alone can be worth the price of a ticket.
Young, the pass to Porzingis. From outside, off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Ball finds Bridges. And he misses the go-ahead basket. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Here's Daniels. And the layup falls. And that's now 7 points for Dyson Daniels.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Plumlee, a screen on Young. For three, Sexton knocks down the triple. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Young looking around. Outside Porzingis. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Sexton misses.
Might be a good idea to run the clock. Hold it for the last shot.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Porzingis soars in for the jam. Off the bounce.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Atlanta on top. They're up by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It has been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Here's who Charles Lee is starting in the second half. We've got Josh Green, Grant Williams out there with Pat Connaughton. Then there's Trey Mann, and it's Diabate in at the 5, down low. Outside man, drives to the hoop. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
The Hawks leading. Left side, Alexander Walker. Pass to Newell. Now here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Mann. 19-footer. Diabate grabs the board. And Charlotte shooting it at 52%. Fires the 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Kennard with it. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Okay, Kennard, we see you rocking the rim. My goodness, a little bounce.
Outside man, leaps for it, out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. No luck on that one. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Atlanta shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight.
Obviously, Luke Kennard, a guy known for his shooting ability. The southpaw, capable of stretching the floor and doing major damage from downtown.
Here's a Kongwu. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And he can't get the first one.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Here's Diabate. Charlotte, no good that time either. The Hawks lead by 6. Pass to Okongwu. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it.
It's incredible. I mean, it changes the dynamic of your offense when you have bigs who can shoot the ball.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Alexander Walker with the bucket.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Pass to Okongwu. There's the steal. Here's Diabate, guarded by Okongwu. Outside man.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
The three. Second chance effort. Diabate's shot is good. Diabate's got his first bucket in this one.
It's just certain guys have a nose for the basketball. I don't think you teach that. Great second effort there.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Back to Okongwu. 4-3. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Such a wide open look. Kennard's got 6.
This, folks, is what a pure shooter looks like. Luke Kennard, so good from range.
Man misses.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Here's the teardrop, and yep, it's good. Alexander Walker's got 8 points in the quarter.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Newell. Three-pointer.
This is what you expect from Grant Williams. Excellent contest on that shot.
Shot to stop the run. It's deflected. The Hawks lead by 17. Diabate grabs the board. Fast break. Here come the Hornets. Williams from long range. Newell pulls it in. Here's Alexander Walker. Count it. Alexander Walker's got 10 points in just the second half.
Gets the ball up the court immediately, and that pass to find the man cutting to the bucket couldn't have been timed any better.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Rizeshe at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt, and it's Porzingis in at the center position. So that's the Hawks 5. On the wing man. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
A swat by Porzingis. That wingspan letting you know he's in the house.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too. And
their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Oh, swiped away. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. A new lineup here for Charlotte. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Daniels outside, fires for 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Plumlee's got his 6th rebound on the night. Drills it from deep.
Well, LaMelo Ball able off the dribble to get into that jumper so fluidly there.
There's Young with the 3. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now. The 3 from Ball. Atlanta with the rebound. 22 was their biggest lead. Here's Daniels. Plumlee pulls down the board. Hornets trail by 19. Ball passes to Miller. No good on the triple. Shot from the wing. Yes, on the jumper. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
Watch how Young outsmarts the defense, going for the pull-up jumper when they're unprepared.
Atlanta leading by 21. Driving in. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Plumlee's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Charlotte, no good that time either. Young against Ball. Outside Young from behind the arc.
Well, you love the 6'7" length that LaMelo Ball brings as a defender. Just gets a hand on that and sends it back.
Beyond the arc. They get it back. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
And just an incredible effort on the offensive glass.
Wow, follows it up with the putback to finish the play. Young. And Atlanta misses again. Hornets trail by 19. The 3 from Ball. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Ball against Young. And he gets it to go. Young's got 19 points.
And such a skillful shooter. Young going with the gentle make.
There's Ball with a 3. That doesn't go either for Ball. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Out to the right wing. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Risacher. Risacher's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Hawks.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Trae Young.
Boy, it's not just the scoring he gave them. It was the efficiency with which he did it.
There's Young with the 3. Sexton grabs the board. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Hornets. And Ball throws it down.
You like seeing that from Colin Sexton. He's got to prove he's more than just a scorer.
And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. And here's Charlotte now, trailing by 19. Ball no good. 34 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Young, the pass to Johnson.
Oh, wow! Incredible!
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Here's Young. So we see the Hawks taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but